What's going on, all you wonderful people of the Socom community? So if you guys did not know, Sony Playstation is going to hold a conference on September the 7th in New York City. So, what does that really have to do with Socom? Wouldn't it be the ultimate announcement if they announced a Socom remake, Socom 2 remake, or a new Socom that is identical to the old Socoms? So, is that likely? Highly unlikely. Does it hurt to dream? I think, us as a community, I think we all, long for that game that, that we can play one game and not sit here and buy game after game after game. So, after watching Big Fry's podcast, the Digital Fire podcast, if you guys want to check that out, you can find him if you have not. Also, I'm sure the majority of you have seen Big Fry. Just go to Big Fry TV and go to I believe it was the last podcast or the podcast before that, where he had the developer of Project Confrontation. So Project Confrontation is basically, he's his own developer. He basically can do whatever he wants to do with the game. I did go back and rewatch the part that I missed because I joined the podcast a little late. So I was a huge fan of Confrontation. I loved Confrontation. I thought Confrontation was a great game. So I'm all for the Project Confrontation. I think the only thing I question is, it's probably only going to be on PC, and that's my problem. The majority of Socom people, I would say, are not PC players, and that's not to be negative at all. That's just, that's the fact. I hope he does, put out the Project Confrontation and it blows up, and, a publisher picks it up and, ports it over to PlayStation 4 and Xbox. That would be phenomenal. It truly would. This, if you guys want to, you can follow PC_Sour Patch. He is the lead developer on the project. PC_Sour Patch. Seems like a great guy. I seen, if, like I said, go to Big Fry TV and watch the Digital Fire podcast, and you will see actual footage from the game. It really does look good. It reminds me of a lot of Confrontation. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of Confrontation. Some of you weren't. A lot of you never probably picked it up after the launch, or months after the launch when the game was still terrible. But a year after the game was good. It was good. It was good for me, anyways. I can only speak for myself. Like I said, the Project Confrontation looks good. The only thing, I hope that is not the case is that it's only on PC, because I'm just not a PC gamer. Some of you may be, some of you may not be, but that's kind of the downfall on my end. I just can't get into the whole using keys. To me, that is just not enjoyable. But I think what he is doing is great. He's building a game that he wants to play, and it's built around Confrontation, which was a great game to me. I understand a lot of people didn't. It didn't really go with a lot of people. A lot of people dropped out before it got good. But anyways, I say that to say this. There's ever since Confrontation got shut down, or, after we played it for so many years, yeah, it did get a little bit old. I'm not going to deny that. Now that the servers are down, there's nothing to play. But like I said, I say that to say this. These are the games that I have for PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Okay, and I say that due to there's not a game that even remotely comes close to Socom. And I'll name off some of the games. Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. A good game. Definitely a good game. Decent multiplayer. Love the game. But it doesn't have the replayability of Socom. Overwatch. Overwatch is a decent multiplayer game. Definitely does not have the replayability of a SOCOM. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Song of the Deep, Tom Clancy's The Division, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, Destiny, NBA 2K16, Madden 16, Star Wars Battlefront, Metal Gear, The Phantom Pain, The Last of Us. Definitely a great game. Does have a lot of replayability on the multiplayer side. The campaign is awesome. So Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection, definitely a great game. It's only campaign. Sniper Elite 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield Hardline, Shadow of Mordor, Tomb Raider, Call of Duty Ghosts, Drive Club, The Order 1886, Far Cry, Knack, Infamous Second Son, Killzone, Wolfenstein, Dragon Age Inquisition, Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Then some Xbox One games I have: Gears of War Ultimate Edition, Sunset Overdrive, Halo 5, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and Halo the Master Chief Collection. So I say that like I said, to say that none of them games have the replayability of a SOCOM. And you know, wouldn't it be awesome if Sony finally announced something? So just even mention the name. I don't even care if it's, you know, if it's nothing major. Just something to mention SOCOM. And I don't see how they, don't see SOCOM would be relevant, considering all these esports games. You know, you even have Overwatch being in esports. I mean, and Overwatch is, not really, to me, I would consider an esport game. But you have Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike has been Counter-Strike for years and years and years. So like I said, the point of this video was, do we ever lose hope, I guess? Do we ever lose hope that Sony will finally announce a SOCOM remastered? I do believe that SOCOM was bigger than any game at its time. And I do believe, it was bigger than Call of Duty way back. And I'm not saying even remotely close now. That's not what I'm saying. But SOCOM was definitely, and I've said this many times, ahead of its time. There's so many things in SOCOM, and I think Confrontation brought some good features to the series with the proximity chat and stuff. So, like I said, do we ever lose hope in PlayStation or Sony bringing back SOCOM? Yeah. As much as I try not to talk about it or make videos about it, it's something that just will not go away. It just won't. It's the best game ever. If you like tactical shooters and third person, I'm definitely more tactical third person. Don't get me wrong, I do like first person, nothing wrong with that at all. But I loved SOCOM, and does it ever go away? I think there's kind of two types of gamers. You have like SOCOMers, I would say, like me and all you guys, the SOCOM community. Then you have, we like, obviously our main game is SOCOM mixed in with a few other games. Then you have casual gamers that play about everything, and I don't mean that like casual. It just, a lot of people like to play a lot of different games. But like I said once before, is Sony not bringing out a SOCOM because they know we won't buy other games? And I've said this in probably several other videos. So, guys, it being Labor Day, I just kind of wanted to honor the people that, are off today. And, really nothing. Hopefully you guys got some family stuff planned and, you know, enjoying your day. But remember Sony's conference, September the 7th in New York City. I'm sure if you follow Twitter and all that, you guys probably already know all this, but, you know, I'm excited to see what the PlayStation 4 Neo has, you know, what they're going to talk about, and hopefully they'll show off the console. But like I said, I think my main question is, do we ever lose hope in them bringing out a Socom? And like I said, go to Big Fry TV on YouTube and check out the Digital Fire podcast, and follow PC_Sour Patch for the Project Confrontation. It looks great. Obviously, there's some features. It's a work in progress. He is by by far at no means is he an alpha or pre-alpha or whatever. He's just, you know, in development. You know, a dev build, and I believe that's what they show as a dev build. So, guys, hopefully, you know, if you like Socom, definitely, you know, subscribe. I would love to have you guys join the team. And, you know, I'm a huge community guy. I love to hear about people that love Socom. And, you know, sadly, the H-Hour, what can you say about that? It was a disaster, excuse me. So, you know, so like I said, if you guys are part of the community, definitely follow, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful Labor Day weekend. Thank you.